something unusual is occurring at Mount Adams, a glacier-covered active volcano situated in south-central Washington state. During the last month, the rate of what are referred to as volcano-tectonic earthquakes underneath its edifice has dramatically increased to a rate 180 times higher than what is normal. While typically, Mount Adams would experience a single volcanic tectonic earthquake about once every 2.5 years, the last month has instead seen 6 such volcano-tectonic earthquakes strike underneath its edifice. This might sound like and is truly still a very low figure, with for example the average Indonesian active volcano producing more volcanic earthquakes than this in any given month. However, unlike Indonesia's volcanoes which are as a whole quite active, Mount Adams has been almost completely quiet in terms of volcanic activity and earthquakes since its last eruption approximately 1,000 years ago. While yes, Mount Adams is still an active volcano, in terms of recorded volcanic and seismic activity recorded during the last 500 years, it ranks near the bottom third of all active Cascade Range volcanoes, or the third lowest among Cascade, stratovolcanoes. This low activity is not helped by the fact that many geologists consider Adams to be a volcano which is in the latter half of its lifespan, past its most intense and frequent period of eruptions, much like the highly eroded Mount Jefferson volcano in Oregon. The 6 volcanic earthquakes which have struck in the last 30 days occurred specifically between September 9 and September 28, only ranging in magnitude from 0.85 to 1.95. In other words, you would have been hard-pressed to have felt even the slightest motion from the strongest of these volcanic earthquakes, which struck at 6:30 a.m. on September 24. These quakes all struck at unusually shallow depths, specifically at between 220 meters below sea level and 1,010 meters above sea level. Yet, despite representing the highest number of earthquakes since Mount Adams began being seismically monitored in 1982, I am not of the opinion that these events are likely related to the movement of magma. I say this for 3 reasons. First, new or recent ground deformation has not been detected, and this would almost certainly be measured during any actual magmatic intrusion. Second, 5 of these 6 earthquakes are centered on a specific section of Mount Adams's western half, and this is important because its underlying magma chamber appears to be located off-center largely beneath the east of the volcano. Third, these earthquakes are occurring at the wrong depths to indicate likely magma movement, with the deepest suspicious earthquakes striking a full mile above the top of its modeled magma chamber. So, what caused these earthquakes? There are 3